What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Full Throttle Auto. My name is Harris, and today we're going to be doing a real quick video on this other light that I got from Home Depot. Let's take a look at it. All right, so if you're a normal viewer of the channel and you're thinking to yourself, isn't this a car channel? Why are you doing light videos? Well, it is a car channel, but when I work on my cars, I need light. And also when I record videos, I need light. So this is a pretty good look into something that as a car person you might need. Now that we got that out of the way, let's take a look at this Husky light that's from Home Depot. If you live in the US, you're gonna be able to pick this up, or you should be able to pick this up at your local Home Depot. So this particular model, it's a 300 lumen LED rechargeable flip light. It has 3 modes: high beam, 300 lumens, low beam, 150 lumens, and spotlight at 80 lumens. It has a integrated rechargeable battery. Comes with the USB cable for it. It swivels 360 degrees, and it does have a magnetic base. So let's go ahead and pop this out and see how it works. All right, so here it is. It's got a little cover here for the USB port, so that's always nice to see. It is a magnetic base. We'll take a look at that. The battery is rechargeable, but it looks like we don't have any power. So we are gonna have to charge this up before we can go any further. So that took a little bit to charge. I would say it was about 2 hours. So it did take a little bit of time. However, there is an indicator if it's charging and if it's done charging. Red light for charging, green light for done. So here we are. And let's talk about real quick the construction. So this feels like aluminum and all that, and that's perfectly fine. Right here at the swivel, it actually feels very, very much plastic. All the way from this part right about here to all the way over here until you get to the base where the button is. All this feels plastic, and then of course up here it feels aluminum, and that's, I'm assuming, to help cool off the LEDs. Aluminum's gonna do the job where, you know, plastic is not. Like I said, it has 3 modes. This is the 300 lumens mode, 150, which you really can't tell at this moment the difference. And then that's the spotlight, which is right here at the top. That's not part of this. So that's pretty good. Overall, it feels like a pretty good construction. I'm very happy with it, very satisfied. There are some screws that you can get to just in case they loosen up or you need to tighten them back up, which is always good. You can flex this fairly decently side to side, however you want it, stuff like that. So that's always good. And then of course it has the swivel here as well. Now that we've gotten over that, let's take a look to see how it works, let's say in a car application. Here we are back at a dark engine bay, no light as you can see, and let's take a look. So this is the 300 lumens, and I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, I can't even deny that. That's fairly significant. If you do the 150, you can see that there is a difference, but you know, you can still use the 150 to save on the battery life and still see that it's perfectly fine to use to view things. Now, if you're like me where you record videos, you're gonna wanna use the 300 just because it's gonna give more light for the camera. And then of course the spotlight with the 80 lumens, it's actually not bad. I mean, as you can see here, it pretty much lights up everything as well as it needs to for this aspect. So it's, you know, no light with the 80 lumen spotlight. I mean, it's pretty decent. Now, of course, you're also gonna have your magnetic feature here. So that's always good. And it's overall pretty solid. So it's just not really, you know, you're not gonna have many issues on if this is gonna fall off or not. Obviously, if you bump it hard, it will, but overall, it's gonna stick how it needs to. What's great is, this is gonna flash me in the eyes, so I'm gonna close my eyes, but what's great is when you do this, you can set that up, and there you go. Now you have a lit engine bay, hands are free, and this is able to position however you need it to get the light onto the object that you need it on. So that's pretty good. I mean, obviously this is the more optimal scenario. The other scenario, of course, is if you're working in the Wheelwell. That is going to be something else that you're going to have to look in. I don't have the proper setup to show you that, but I mean, if you want to do that to your paint, and then go like that, that'll give you a little bit more light here. So there's no really issues on that as well. But overall, I have to admit, this is pretty good. As you can see, there is actually a green light while it's on, that it's there. So that is a significantly good light. Now let's test out to see. How it works in a black garage. Fully lights off. So that one's off. And then, so here we are, this is fully dark. That's, honestly, I don't know how well that's coming on camera, but like here's my other camera that I use, and 150, and then the spotlight, and then nothing. So, you know, it's fairly significant. You can't deny the fact that there is a good amount of light coming out of this, and even just trying to light up the whole garage itself is pretty good. So I gotta admit, it is a very good light. Let's talk about, would I recommend this over this? Absolutely. I like the construction of this better. It's gonna fit in places a little bit better. The fact that it's fully adjustable with the magnet here allows you to do what this would with the magnets being at the top, except with this, magnets will prevent you how much you can actually adjust how the light shines, where with this, you definitely have more flexibility. So I think it's 15 bucks for this, and it's 20 for this. For the extra $5, 100% would recommend this over this. This is fully plastic. This is not. This is the one we reviewed in the last light video. And let's go over just a few more things here. We got light output, obviously I said 300 lumens, 150 lumens, and then spotlight's 80 lumens, and watts is 3, and for lumens per watt, it's 100. Now this will have a 2.5 hour battery life on 300 lumens. That's pretty good. It doesn't say how long it takes to charge, but as I said, watching, just paying attention when I kind of started the charge and when it pretty much stopped, it looks like it takes about 2 hours to charge from nothing to full charge. And as for the light appearance or the color temperature, whatever you want to call it, they say this is a 4000 K light temperature. Sure, I think those are the words I was looking for. Now that's it for this one. If you guys want to see me compare like this light versus you know, if you want to see me compare this Husky light, that's the plastic one, with this one, and potentially this old Ryobi non-LED light that does have an adjustable head, with possibly this giant Ryobi light here that is going to output way more power than any of those. Let me know in the comments below, because I'll do it if people want me to do it, but if nobody wants me to do it, there's really no point of doing it. I just wanted to release this video because I noticed that this particular light didn't have any videos out there, and if you're like me, where you prefer to see how something works before you buy it, or how well it's, you know, just to kind of hear opinion on how well it's designed and stuff like that, and see actual video of it in action, then that's why I made this, because I'm that kind of person. I want to see how it works on video before I decide to go and spend money. Even if it is only $20, it's still good to know. I prefer a more bluish color temperature, so this being 4K is not necessarily my favorite. I wish it was more like 5 or 5500. That would give that a little bit more towards the white/blue hue that I'm basically getting from my ceiling light here. But that's just a little nitpick. Outside of that, this thing works absolutely how I want it to and how it needs to work, and I'm super excited about that. So this will probably be the light of choice for most of the time. And then that big old Ryobi one will be when obviously I need more light. And of course I have this ridiculous shop light as well right here, which puts out an enormous amount of light as well. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you decide if this is a light you want to go with. And if you're into car stuff and you're watching this video and you're not subscribed, subscribe, because I do a bunch of car videos on this channel, driving, racing, working on cars and all that. Otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.